Hi guys, this is Anthony. Great to see you again. Just another video to just to up to date what's happening here. Um, Currently, I am 40 minutes away from Brisbane. It is a meditation center. It's a Buddhist meditation center. So I'm here to have some rest. In fact, to stretch my body uh, uh, because I have been sleeping in a car since August 2023. My body it's out of shape, so I just came here to get a you know uh, yoga mat and just stretch my body on a hard surface and just trying to get my body in a right shape. When you just even lay down just straight, my whole um, body in every part of the corner just pulling in a different directions. So that shows how much my body is being out of shape since I've been sleeping in a car. So this is Australian democracy. Welcome to Australia's democracy. Um, you know, I'm just been telling the truth. Guys, Australia is in Australasia, close to Asia, but we don't have prominent leaders here. It's a racist country. They enjoyed white Australia policy, even though they are living close to billions of Asians. That shows how racist they are, right? Even though UK and United States allowed minority races to become prominent leaders, but here we are close to billions of Asians. That didn't take place. So that shows, and that shows why I am willing to fight, right? But I believe all my heart I'm fighting the good fight on behalf of entire Asians, right? So I am enlightening the rest of the world, including Russians and Chinese, right, about my struggles. I'm more qualified than most of the politicians, right? And I wanted to do the right thing, but they went on to delete my citizenship, made me as an illegal immigrant, took my job away, professional accountant. I worked for a CPA firm, took my job away. I bought a land and built a beautiful house. They took my house away because they took my job away. I couldn't finance the mortgage, and then that house is gone. They didn't even let me to sell that house for the right price, because if I got the money, I would sue the government. I would find the lawyer and sue the government. So they didn't want. Every time I had an open inspection, they came and intimidated the buyers. So literally, I sold the house for loss. So these are the things happened to me. And then I went to Europe and to get a polygamous asylum and to carry on to enlighten the people. But the Europeans supported them, because you know what? When I enlighten people, I enlighten the world. I enlighten the Russians and Chinese. So what these Australian political elites are doing? They're attaching me with Russians and Chinese. Hey, he's with them, so we could punish him. So they're trying to justify it. And all the dirty things they do, and all the things they do to undermine democracy, and also making a shame about the Western civilization, so-called Western civilization, that doing all these things it's okay because I'm with Russians and Chinese. I'm not with Russians and Chinese. I am enlightening them. So that's why I want to tell the whole European diplomats here in Australia in the coming days, I'm not with them. I'm enlightening them. So if you continue to allow these ugly minds of Australian political elites to give me hardships to fight against their racism, then it's going to look bad on the Western so-called civilization. So that will turn against you. That will make Russian and Chinese do what is right as well. So that will make you become losers. So that's the whole thing I'm going to do. So people ask me to just leave the country. Why should I leave? I'm an Australian citizen. I'm not a Russian citizen. I'm not a Chinese citizen. Why should I run away? I will run away if I have if Russia give me a great access and path to expose the Western democracy. If Russia is not going to love it, I'm not going to move there. But I never been to Russia, but I love to visit Russia, and I will do. In fact, I'm looking forward to do that. And if the Western government is going to say I'm part of the Russian intelligence or mafia or whatever they want, doesn't bother me. I've been visiting. I've been traveling a lot. I've seen the rest of the world quite often, and I would love to see Russia. There's no political agenda or no secret things behind it. But I'm telling you, I'm going to travel, and if there's an opportunity that I get, any opportunity that I come across that expose Australian political elites and their ill democracy, I will do it. Until then, I'm happy. I'm happy to continue to do what I'm supposed to do here. I'm not born to drive taxi, right? And the Australian political elites say, hey, we made him a taxi driver. He wanted to be someone. Now he's a taxi driver. Let me tell you something. I am someone. I'm driving a taxi at the moment. It doesn't mean I'm not someone. I'm telling you the message to Australian political elites and their hidden hand, so-called intelligence units. This is the message for you. I am someone. Okay? I am more. I have gained qualification to expand my knowledge. Right? I've given up my job for my goal. I've given up my marriage life for my goal. I could not even help my mother during her last days for my goal. I could not even attend my mother's funeral for my goal. Right? I am someone. Not everybody can do this. So I want you to get the message. I am determined to change Australia, and I am doing a great job. I was in Melbourne. Now I am in Brisbane. It's the capital of rednecks. I am here to fight a up close and personal battle, and I am fighting a up close and personal battle. And I have the different strategies to go in your electorate and enlighten people there. Next election comes, I am there, and let's see how the people are going to vote for you. It's going to come very tough. In the meantime, if you get paranoid or if your blood get hot and try to do silly things, anything happened to me, the whole world knows who's behind it. Whether you kill me and agreed or not, or accept it or not, people, the Russians and the Chinese and the rest of the world know that you have done it. I'm happy to die. I'm happy to die to expose your ill mindset, your dirty democracy. And I'm happy to do that. And that will undermine you and your fellow Western allies. And also your so-called greatest ally, Indians, who win all the elections based on giving bribe. And most of the Indians do not even know their prime minister's real qualification. And you think Indians are going to save you by not even mention about my hardships. In India, there's no such a way they would talk about the truth. Otherwise, I would be living in India. So I tell you what, the greater things are coming. I'm going to get you. Either you got to accept what you have done wrong, what you've been doing wrong, or you got to kill me. And if you do kill me, it's going to look pretty bad on you, right? I'm happy to die. We all going to die. So I'm happy to die for my goal.